Hi, I'm Alan Hart from Motor Matters. I'm back again with another video for you. But before I even talk about the vehicle, hit that subscribe button so that you can get the latest, the greatest, and the best in motoring right here on Motor Matters. Familiar but not familiar. Isn't this how I've described the BAIC B40 before to you? Because it was done as a joint venture with Jeep. Not a copy or a clone. It was a joint venture and designed as such. The B40, we've driven a few of them before. I was on the launch just over a year ago. I tested the Urban Hunter, the City Hunter, middle spec model very recently. Now I've got one that looks the same, but there's something very different under the skin. What is that? It's the 2-litre turbo petrol engine. We know that. 180 kilowatts, it's good power, it's got all that sort of thing you want. But what they've done now is they've changed the automatic transmission from a 6-speed to an 8-speed. Leadfoot, behind the camera.
I'm just shocked by the blueness of it all.
Oh, I like this color, man. I really do. I think this one looks stunning. It's the first one.
You said 180 kilowatts.
Yeah. It looks good, doesn't it? This 8-speed auto, it's an upgrade. It's a major upgrade. I must tell you, compared to the 6-speed, I have found this one so much smoother, so much more comfortable, just so much nicer on the road. It really is. Let's take a look. You've got the BAIC grille, which I'm not going to talk too much about the design features because it is so similar to the vehicle it was based on. I mean, there's just no arguing that. You've driven the Jeep Wrangler before, you drove the Gladiator, to give an idea. So you know what I'm talking about, right?
I drove the Gladiator,
yeah,
yes.
Okay. You've got very nice looking mag wheels over here, 17 inches. Got lots of space in the wheel arch for articulation if you're going to take it off-road. I've done the full-on off-roading in these before. I know what they're capable of. There's a little bit of dirt road in this video, but nothing much, okay? I treated it as a cruiser. We took a lekker drive out to Paris on a Sunday road trip yesterday.
Fuel economy.
Fuel economy. We're going to look at that in a few minutes when we're inside the vehicle, okay? Keep you guessing. You've got the features like, we're going to look inside later, but you can do the same as you can do with the Jeep versions, with take off the roof in 3 sections. I'm pretty sure you can take off the doors if you really want to try. We know you can. It's got all of that as well, okay? But what is it? The doors do need a little bit of a knock to close. Tons of space in the back seat. Look at that. It really has. And it's got the very, very significant running board over there to help you get in. So even I can get up there, okay? Which is useful. And get down, I suppose, afterwards. You have a look in the rear seat. At least you've got aircon vents for the back seat passengers. Got good grab handles over there. These are all features you know you're going to get. Something I did do with this vehicle as well was we had to move some goods over the weekend. The rear seats do drop 2/3, 1/3. Okay, so that's useful, isn't it?
Extremely.
I mean, the rear opens in the 2 sections, as you can see.
So you've left some of your
like
stuff
that.
behind.
Massive boot space as it is. Drop those down. You've got tons of space, but just keep in mind that when you drop it, it drops like that. So it's not completely flat, but I think it's good enough as it is. You can see if you take off the back section, you've got this very significant roll bar over here at the back section as well. I just wish I had these vehicles for long enough and had you for the muscles to take these roofs off and do all these things when I'm testing them.
Note the muscles part. But
Yeah, well, you know,
this thing is a cage. I mean, it's just one big roll cage.
I know, but everybody knows about what you know, that I'm not doing that side of things these days, so we're just leaving it at that, okay?
Fair enough.
But I like the blue. I'm telling you, it can do what you want. We know it's capable. So let's check it out on the road and let's have a look at the inside, okay? cruising out on the open road in the BAIC area, seeing as we're on our Sunday famous Motor Matters road trip for a change. And what really impresses me about this car on the road is the improvement in smoothness from the previous 6-speed version that I drove a couple of months ago, which I drove in urban city hunter version and spec. This is back to champion spec, so it's got all the spec in the world, all the luxury, the quilted leather, it's got it all for you. And this 8-speed automatic just is smooth, and just the overall ride I felt much smoother, much more comfortable. And whereas often I would say in a vehicle of this sort that I wouldn't necessarily be entirely happy doing a long road trip, this one's changing my mind. So road trip, we do them, I love them, especially on a Sunday. And what a great way to spend our Sunday than cruising around in this BAIC B40 8-speed auto. Inside the B40 8-speed, and you can see this is a top spec, the champion spec, although they haven't given to me specifically. But you've got the full digital dash, you can scroll, you can press, you can do everything you want, you know how they work.
But Alan, it's a bit crinkly here.
No,
because you haven't taken the plastic off.
The plastic, William, Leadfoot, same as here, it's still got it on, because this vehicle is actually pretty much brand new. It's just done 3,000 kilometers now, okay? And I must tell you that this is actually, I don't think they're available to the public yet. So this is, can we call it a pre-launch? I think 2 other publications have had it so far, that's it. So we are ahead of the game, as we tend to try and be most of the time anyway, right? But you've got lots of information on the screen over here. The one fact I can't find anywhere is the fuel consumption.
Ah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You're just hiding it because you're actually too embarrassed to tell us what you...
All I can tell you is I've done about, 350 to 400 kilometers, and I've still got half a tank of fuel. In fact, over half a tank. That's not bad, right?
Depending on the size of the fuel tank.
Yeah, it's not that big. I think it's a 70 or 75 litre.
Okay.
So it's pretty good, all right? Okay, so we've done that. You've got a nice touch screen over here. You know what it's about. It's got everything you want. It works perfectly well, okay? It should go across. There you go. It's got more air conditioner. So it's got everything you want on there. Okay, my car, you can set it up. There you go. You can set all your settings you want.
And it's got manual for your air.
Manual for the aircon, thank you, which is temperatures, fan, etc., etc. Now, what they've done on this one, as they've done on all the other ones as well, is the multi-switches, multi-use switches. I mean, the engine stop-start over there, you've got to remember that when you get in the car, because that's, when you get the stop-start buttons, they're everywhere on different cars, including down here, you remember, on the Citroen?
Yeah.
Well, that one's there. And it's the same control for your 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, for example. But it works perfectly well. It's really nice, okay? And previous experience of the 4-wheel drive system, it's really good. You've got the leather effect on the dashboard. I don't know if it is leather or not.
Plastic.
It looks like leather with stitching. Come on, they've done a good job of it.
Fake plastic leather.
Yeah, exactly. You've got air vents.
Stolen from Audi.
Yeah, no, it's from Jeep.
No.
Okay, and you've got the lacquer big
from
grab
Audi.
handle in front of the passenger when you're trying to scare the heck out of him. Okay, when you go off-road. Big grab handles there. You've got the quilting on the leather on the door panels. Have a look at that. Can you see?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, you got that, which looks classy, doesn't it? Okay, come to the center console over here. You've got, of course, a nice place for your phone. Nice gear lever. It really falls to hand nicely. Yeah.
Better than the agricultural.
Absolutely, yeah. And you've got a little button at the front there. You're not going to be able to show it to put it into park.
Yes.
But I mean, it works. It works
and
nicely.
More knobs and dials.
Yeah, no, well, this
buttons.
is extra. It's actually that you don't need the touchscreen, which is nice. You don't have to reach. So it's got a nice toggle over there, right? I mean, these are useful features, even for you. Okay.
But look at the open that. Ta-da. Yeah.
There you go. Nice and big. It's very good size. USB cool? Down there. Okay. It doesn't show me any cooling, but I'm not sure. It probably is cool. It feels cool.
There's a vent there. So
Yeah,
maybe.
okay, so it's got that. It's neat. I mean, look here, you've got the leather over here with the stitching. It's got all those features over here. Of course, the one thing I've got to just tell you, just take the camera down at the bottom, and
Past
just be
my feet.
careful. On the left over there,
Yes.
what's that? Right on the left.
There.
No, below that. Below that.
Looks like a sweet wrapper.
No, man.
There.
The footrest.
for
Okay.
the passenger.
Yes, because there isn't one for the driver because they forgot to change it from left-hand drive.
Ah. where have we seen that before?
Where?
On the Gladiator.
Okay, well, you see. So, again, they just gone with it. Anyway, but I mean, just a little bit of a laugh that I've had about it, but we'll talk about that again. But now, okay, so you've seen what it's like. It's got all the spec, it's got all the kit, it's got everything else. Now, they have not given me a price yet on the 8-speed version. The top 6-speed version was $650. I'm rounding it off.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, eh?
No.
Not bad at all. And you get your warranty, service plan, and added in. Now, we all know this is straight out of the, as I said, the Jeep Wrangler book, right? Mm-hmm. What does the Wrangler start at these days?
I actually have no idea.
You're going to spec one up like this, you're going to be between 900 and $1 million. I can tell you
Okay.
that now, okay? Really, that's where you're going to be. So, the choice is up to you. What I have to say is that BAIC stroke Beijing have certainly, they're putting everything into it at the moment, aren't they? They
wide
really are.
range of vehicles.
Yeah,
available.
wide range of vehicles. I mean, they're pushing their quality. They're pushing everything else they can at the moment, that's for sure.
Cool.
And I think the fact that they've stepped up that gearbox to an 8-speed says they're being serious. And I'll repeat what I've said earlier. On the road, I just found it a really comfortable cruiser. I did 300 plus kilometers in it yesterday,
Great.
and it was really comfortable. So, what does it leave you? You want a proper dinkum, rugged, chunky 4x4 off-road vehicle. There are not too many choices, are there? This one or the original?
Well,
And I'm using that word deliberately.
you could. Well, yes. I mean, it's in the size.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, there's not a lot.
There's
not
the
a lot.
Jimny, but I mean the Jimny is
Well, I was about to say Jimmy, but that's tiny.
but
compared to
well, the 5-door Jimny is coming,
yes.
but it's still half the size of this.
yes. And a Gladiator's 3 times the size.
Correct, yeah. So there you go. Those are the kind of choices you want if you want this kind of lifestyle vehicle. That's the bottom line. What I did find is, I mean, even the Gladiator, do you remember we both said weekend only,
Yeah,
wouldn't want to drive it every day?
Yeah.
This one with 8-speed box is approaching being able to drive every day.
Okay. Interesting.
That's it.
Cool.
Hey,
That's
for
it.
Matters, I'm Eleanor. See you next time. And he's Leadfoot behind the camera.